Okay, here's a very short video for those of you who may scratch your ferrule when you're retipping. First of all, when you retip, you should never sand down onto the ferrule or the wood. But if you do, let's take a look at this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very clear. So there's a nice shiny BlackSpin ferrule. So I have a little accident. I'll get a bit of paper and I'll deliberately sort of scratch it. I don't know if this is going to show on the video, but so does that show up? Who can tell? Okay, first thing to do is if you've got some of this stuff, wire wool, just try this. It's not going to damage the cue at all. It's just sort of almost polish the wood. Just give it a little rub. Sometimes that's enough, but that's not. Again, I don't know if this camera's picking this up. It's still a bit scratchy. Okay, so take a bit of sandpaper. This is a 320 grit. It's quite an expensive paper, this, so it's possibly not as abrasive as a cheap 320, but this is what I use. Don't be frightened to go on the wood because we'll sort that out, but offer it up to the ferrule and just rub over the whole area in nice even strokes, just like that. Because it's quite a fine grade, it's not really going to break the finish of the cue, so just make sure you're using a fine grade. Then I'm going to use a 400, moving up a little bit. I'm actually going to go all the way around the ferrule now just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So you see I'm keeping nice vertical strokes. And this last piece is a 600. You don't need to go any finer than this. But then again, it does depend how good a quality your sandpaper is. So I'll finish off doing this. And as I said, because it's a fine grade, you'll see a bit of powder, very fine powder come off the cue, but it's not going to do any damage to it. Take your wire wool, give it a little buff. And basically that'll be your job done. Don't know if you can see, don't know if that camera's picking up anything. There's still a little bit on there actually. So I'm going to go on that scratch a bit more. Just concentrate in that area. Again, go through that grade. Wire wool, polish it up. And to put a bit of finish on, just get your little bit of cue oil. The advantage of a BlackSpin ferrule is that it's quite easy to repair. But like I say, you should, when you sand your tip, you should avoid scratching any ferrule, brass or whatever, because you don't want to put scratch on the ferrule or on the wood because you damage the finish. So first off, avoid it. But if it does happen, like I say, this is a little bit easier than brass to refinish. So I'm just going to put a bit of oil on. I'm going to go up right near the tip, but not go on the tip. Wipe off the excess. And that's job done. That's it. I don't know if you can see. So difficult with the light. There's your ferrule back to normal. The other thing you can use, if you haven't got any oil, beeswax. This is not going to harm it. This stuff's orange. Just get a little piece of tissue, a piece of the tissue. Again, same thing, just go up. You can actually go on the side of the tip if you want. It won't hurt the side of the tip. If anything, it'll help protect Stop moisture getting into the tip. Don't get it on top of the tip though, because you'll miscue. A little bit of that on, buff it up, and just as a finish off, take my rougher sandpaper and just take those edges off. You notice I'm at 45 degrees, no danger of scratching the ferrule that you did when you tried to retip. So that's that. Okay, that's how easy it is. Just remember, don't scratch it in the first place.